Hey, welcome to your astrology for the weekend. I decided to split them in half because watching a 20-minute video is kind of difficult sometimes, and I know this because I tried to watch one of my videos and it's too long for me even, so I figured cutting in half would help. So, on March 14th, the moon in Leo sextiles Mars in Libra. So this is really going to bring a playful sort of energy, a lot of creativity and idealism and joyousness, fun, maybe even fun with children. Maybe doing something active with your children could be a great idea. Another possibility is doing something active and fun with a love interest or romantic partner, or, insert whatever relationship status you're in. Or it's actually even possible to find love on this day, especially if you're out doing something active and somewhat competitive and something that, is more playful. All right, and then Mercury in Aquarius trines Mars in Libra. This, of course, brings lots of energy into our mental faculties. We're going to be thinking a lot faster and be able to express our opinions a lot easier, and even maybe have an intellectual debate with someone, more than likely with a group of friends or with a person you're in relationship with. Even in a one-on-one setting is possible, or in a group setting, because Aquarius rules group settings and Libra rules one-on-one settings, so could be either way. And it should be very intriguing and also mind-expanding, to say the least, because Aquarius, of course, always brings new insights, and with the Mars going on, that brings the debates in play, and so any debates that you have on this day should be very insightful and will expand the minds of both you and the people you're debating with. All right, and then the moon in Leo sextiles the north node in Libra and trines the south node in Aries, of course. So this is going to bring some of that playfulness into the way you approach relationships, and also the way that you view yourself. So you're going to be able to maybe take things in stride in a relationship if you have some sort of communication going on about needs being met. You may be able to take everything a lot easier and be able to more easily think of creative ways in order to find the balance in relationships. And then the moon enters Virgo, so this is going to help bring more practicality to the day. You're going to be able to get more stuff done, be able to do things in a more systematic way, get things organized, maybe even approach your emotions from a more analytical viewpoint, and maybe even be able to do something, physical, which could include changing your health in order to make yourself feel better. So, because our emotions can be very directly related to what foods we eat. So Virgo has us helping us, because Virgo rules that area of life, of health. So yeah, getting stuff done could be another way that, Virgo helps us to emotionally balance ourselves. And then the moon opposes Neptune in Pisces. So this is, taking our more dreamy selves, our more intuitive selves, our more imaginative selves, and trying to bring it more down to earth and bring our dreams into reality a little more, and even be of service. Sometimes we have an idealistic vision for the world, and sometimes with Neptune and Pisces, it can be that we're a little self-sacrificing, but moon in Virgo helps us to serve others without sacrificing ourselves. And it helps to bring our more idealistic visions into reality in a much more systematic way than Neptune's able to do. Neptune is all up in the air and it's all like wild and stuff. Or not really, I wouldn't say, well, maybe. But it's definitely ungrounded. So, and there could be a bit of difficulty in that as well because it is an opposition. So it's like kind of struggle to maybe ground some of that stuff. And maybe it's being projected outward where you meet someone very ungrounded and you're very systematic and you want something to get done in a certain way, but they're all like do. Or you're the do person and then you're with someone who's being maybe overly critical of you, and it's kind of maybe difficult to work together in that situation. So this could be a situation, or it could be a situation with a person. So both are possible. But basically what you're trying to do in the situation is to combine those two things so that you can have a more well-rounded approach to whatever situations come up. All right, and then the moon in Virgo sextiles Jupiter in Cancer, and both are in conjunct to Venus in Aquarius, creating a yod. So moon in Virgo and then Jupiter in Cancer are going to have us focusing on both our emotional and home lives and our responsibilities. And with Jupiter, it's what we are wishing to do for abundance, or to expand ourselves further. So the moon in Virgo, typically with Jupiter, helps us to take daily actions towards a long-term vision that we have for ourselves in creating abundance and expansion. The moon and Cancer both rule emotions and the home and the mother as well. So it has very nurturing quality going on. So we're nurturing our dreams and stuff. And then those in conjunct to Venus and Aquarius means that maybe we have some ideals that are so out there that it's hard to bring it down to earth a little more. And it could also be that maybe there could be some chaos in relationships that kind of helps, or that doesn't help either. But our the more positive view of this yod would be to integrate those insights that we can have from our ideals and really bring them more down to earth. That's really what the challenge would be. All right, and then on March 15th, the moon in Virgo sextiles Jupiter in Cancer. Exacts on that day, that's why I mentioned it twice. So this is a great day for putting practical action forward towards our long-term visions and towards our emotional well-being as well, I want to add. So yeah, I mean, whether that's just taking care of regular daily responsibilities, maybe making our health a little better. The other possibility, since it is with Jupiter involved, is trying not to go to excess with maybe, either way, whether it's, working too hard, or maybe we are eating too, indulgently, so we need to pare back, or maybe we're going too extreme with our diets and, we can indulge a little bit. So that's all possible. But ultimately, this is great for implementing, your long-term visions. And then the moon in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn. So this is going to help us to notice what needs to change in what responsibilities we take care of, whether that's in our jobs or in our careers, or just in whatever responsibilities we really have. Anything that's not working will be pointed out, and we can actually make the transformations necessary in order to be more productive and to utilize our energies a little more effectively. All right, and then the moon opposes Chiron in Pisces. And with this, with oppositions, of course, it could be a situation or it could be you and another person. So the moon in Virgo wants to serve others, and Chiron in Pisces could be someone who is feeling wounded, or it could be someone that self-sacrifices in order to help heal others. So basically what, this means is that, there could be someone who, is having a hard time who you could try to help, as long as you're not, sacrificing yourself for them. It also could be that you are, experiencing some of those old wounds coming up, and that you can actually heal yourself if you want to. And, on your own. You don't necessarily need to go to someone, but you could if you really needed to. So, yeah. And of course, you should always, if you're in any major trouble, you should always go to a professional about it, whether it's psychologist or therapist, someone who really knows how to deal with it, because you don't want to take advice from just anybody. You want to make sure that you're getting the help you need. So, yeah, make sure to do that if you're going through some really major stuff, especially, some really unconscious stuff that maybe you suppressed for a really long time, maybe something, more intense. Definitely want to seek therapy for that, so that you can move past it in a safe way. All right, and then March 16th, the moon in Virgo sextiles Saturn in Scorpio. So this really helps us to deal with those responsibilities that have been weighing on us for a while. And so, yeah, this could be very productive for you, and it's going to be a lot easier to focus on any details that you may have overlooked and be able to really just, take care of your responsibilities, take care of your health even, and, get things organized, get things, situated in a very systematic way. And then the Mercury in Aquarius sextiles the South Node in Aries, and both are in conjunct the moon in Virgo, creating a yod. By the way, of course, it trines the North Node in Libra as well, but we'll talk about the yod first. So, yeah, so basically, Mercury in Aquarius, of course, is giving us new insights, and very much when it's sextile the South Node in Aries, we're probably receiving a lot of insights into ourselves. And with the South Node, it's stuff we're trying to let go of. So we are becoming more aware of the things that, are not working within our own natures, so that we can be more of the type of person that we're longing to be. With the moon in Virgo, in order to be of service and be able to, take care of, our world, we have to be able to be conscious of what our own self is trying to tell us. And we also have to, in order to serve others, we need to be able to have our own self-awareness, so that we're not just unconsciously, throwing stuff at people. In order to really be of service, we need to be conscious ourselves. And that's kind of the struggle that we have to overcome in order to, utilize this yod most effectively. All right, and then Mercury in Aquarius trines the North Node in Libra. So this is also helping us to gain insights into what we can do to be better partners in our relationships, or to better ourselves to be in relationship with someone if we're single. So conversations with friends could actually help us to become more aware of ourselves in order to bring about a union that is most in line with who we are. And then moon in Virgo opposes the sun in Pisces. So this is very much a full moon that is going to help us to it'll show us where we can help others, where we can be of service. The moon in Virgo is all about serving others, and the sun in Pisces is also about service. The thing with sun in Pisces is we don't want to be so self-sacrificing so that we are unable to actually be of service. So the thing is also, the sun in Pisces can show us where maybe we're being too dependent upon others as well. So we want to make sure that we're being self-sufficient and, take care of ourselves enough to where we are able to really make a difference in the world. And then the moon enters Libra. This brings our emotional focus onto our relationships, and we can notice where our relationships may need a little bit of balancing. It's also, we can empathize with others easier because we can put ourselves into their shoes a lot easier when the moon is in Libra. And all around, it should bring about a more harmonious energy and, idealism. Going to do romantic type things would be a good idea. You could, go see art, go see something beautiful. Anything that would appeal to your senses is a very good thing. And it's also great for intellectualizing things and idealizing things and debating about things, looking at two different viewpoints. All right, and that's it for the weekend. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in my weekday forecast. So, yeah, have a great week. And if you have any questions or haven't received any insights from these videos, I would love to hear about it. And, talk to you in the next video.